Hey, what's up everyone? I felt like that this was worthy of its own video. My mama just told me about this a few minutes ago, so I decided to look it up and make a dedicated video to it. So, according to the news, a mysterious soccer ball sized chunk of ice falls from the sky, and no one has any explanation for it. Could this be leading into prophetic events? Or somehow in the times in which we live? Well, I'll discuss some of my opinions in future videos, but for now I'm just going to read this article. Yesterday at around 11:45 a.m., Rita Williams says she saw and heard a big chunk of ice fall from the sky on her way back from her walk. Now everyone else was just looking down at their phones, as so many individuals do now, and they didn't get to see it. They were paying no attention. While Williams, as it goes on here to state, measured the hole, it was 29 inches wide and 5 inches deep into the ground, making the ice a bit larger than a soccer ball. She said, I heard this very odd noise. It sounded almost like a firework, and it was a high-pitched frequency. She said, a firework going off, it sounded like that, and this high-pitched squealing song. She heard a squealing song, so that's strange in and of itself. Williams said she looked up and saw this enormous white ball fall through the clouds. She immediately looked around to see if anyone else had seen what she just seen, and it was difficult for her to even believe what she just saw. There's the ground, by the way. Most of the people that I could see were just looking down at their phones. Everybody else that she seen, everyone had missed it. So that's why I really wanted to take a picture of it, because she didn't think anyone else was going to believe her. Sadly, people just don't believe you unless you document it. Most individuals, not everyone. But Williams wondered if the ice fell from a plane, but she said there was something a bit unusual to her. The only thing that sort of confuses her is that the ice was so beautifully clean and clear. I would think if there were some kind of residue, there would be some kind of residue from the plane and the ice. But who knows? And yes, if it did come from a plane, it wouldn't be so clean, you wouldn't think. Williams says that she's determined to find out why this mystery chunk of ice landed right here. The National Weather Service says they don't know if the ice came from a plane, but they said they have no reason to believe that it was weather related. So, of course, they're going to say it's not meteorological. In some cases, February of last year, footage captured ice chunks falling from the sky and almost hitting pedestrians. They claim they're called megakryometeors. If you've forgotten about it or haven't heard at all about this is from June 25th, 2015 at 3:10 p.m. I saved this article years ago. Officials were scratching their heads after an ice chunk falls from the sky. Ice fell from the sky and crashed into a house. And this is in Washington, Moxie, Washington. They said the ice fell from the sky. It left a huge gaping hole in their roof. And these are not the only individuals to experience something like this. They said it left a mess. And this is the huge hole that it left in the roof. The Federal Aviation Administration said that they investigated it and the flights that might have been headed over at that time. And for now, they said that it was just a mystery. They stored it in the freezer. If it hit a person, they're dead. The homeowner did not want to be identified, and the renter of the third floor apartment was not home at the time. That's the hole in the roof. And this happened in 2015. But they still don't want to talk about that. I mean, they still don't mention that as an event that even happened. And this was on ABC News. Back in October 3rd, 2007, a strange phenomenon has been occurring around the world in which large chunks of ice fall from the sky. They said sometimes 500 mile per hour winds, they claim 20 to 30 miles away, will take a chunk and move it that far away. And sometimes that happens, but that still doesn't explain the two that I just mentioned falling directly down like they did. Now this is from October 3rd, 2007, and February 13th, 2012, and there was an article from February 9th, 2018, where ice fell from the sky. A lot of times it's clear, sunny skies, and it's a peculiar phenomenon of they call megacriometeors, causing ice chunks to fall from the sky. As you see, this has happened to a few people, but not very many. The latest case being Friday, June 21st, 2019, of the mysterious soccer ball-sized chunk of ice that fell from the sky in Tully, New York. Still an intriguing mystery. Give your thoughts on this. Much love. I also wanted to report that there's been a loud ringing. Tonight, for the past 20 minutes, I've been dealing with this high-pitched ringing. It's like something is... It's like a pitch that is like tinnitus or something. Tinnitus, maybe. I don't know. Someone said they had a hard time believing the way I was stating the last time. Believe me, I promise to the Lord, I'm hearing these things. And I hear these sounds, and it's legitimate. And that high-pitched ringing gets very annoying. And it's very, very, very stressful and annoying. And it's like it's in the brain and in the mind, in your ears. And it's just there, going, just like that. Just like that, but even more high-pitched. And I don't want to make that noise much because I don't want to annoy anyone. But yeah, that and the chunks of ice, we've got a lot of strangeness happening worldwide. So maybe it's the Schumann resonance, the frequencies awakening, all that stuff. But the ice phenomenon, give your thoughts on what you think it is. My PayPal link is below, as well as Patreon, which I recently created, and my email. Feel free to show your love and support. Feel free to comment as well, and you can show your love that way and leave message me by email. Thank you recently to T, the individual who I'll just call T. Thank you very much for your kind message and by email. And I'm very glad you like my content and support and enjoy speaking with me. I love you and your family as well. Thank you very much for your love and kindness sent to me and my parents. So peace and much love to everyone. Much love. Spaced Out Productions, signing out. I'll see you next time.